Happy Father's Day weekend.
It was great. It was a good weekend.
Yeah.
I was a dad, and I was like, yeah, dad stuff.
That's pretty sick. In celebration of Father's Day, I thought I'd join the club.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I thought it seemed like a cool idea to perhaps...
Oh, we're doing this now?
We might be.
Reiner, are we doing this now?
It's going down. Hey.
Oh, we're doing it now. Okay.
Hey. So, yeah, this is happening. Break the alarm switch. Hey, everyone. Yes, I'm pleased to announce that at the end of summer, I'm going to be a father. Yeah.
By some accounts, you're already a dad.
Yes.
Right? That was like a thing we kept going back and forth on the whole time. Like the transformation has already started.
It's going. Yes. And you know,
Oh, obviously, congratulations, Woolie.
Thank you very much. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Good job. You did it. I'm very excited. I am very excited. Paige and I have been very excited.
Yeah.
This is very exciting.
Yeah. Welcome to CastleSuperDads. It's going down.
The podcast will become intolerable in a couple of months.
The transformation has already begun.
Yeah.
It's going down. Yes. Yeah, no. So this is obviously, you know, the project has been under NDA for a little bit. The embargo is now up, and
I'm surprised you just decided to announce it today. I thought you were going to be like, by the way,
okay,
baby time.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I absolutely 100% would have just ran the bit, so to speak, until the kid walks past in the background. Make no mistake. and I've shared this with you.
Is that a 15-year-old?
I'm super down for that. However, this is something that I would like to share alongside the important hand-in-hand announcement that with this newfound adventure, I will be taking some time off
that makes sense.
From the main channel, and the regular streams are going to take a bit of a break as there will be some new priorities. Yes.
Yeah, priorities.
Yes. There's, again, a new project is going to be taking up all of my time, and as we're announcing the release date, you know, like I said, end of summer, the plan is, so to just get it, to give some logistics, I suppose, with this is that we're going to basically be streaming up until the first week of July, and then starting the second week of July, I'm going to be off of the Woolie Versus channel. Podcast will continue in the meantime. And
we have responsibilities to attend to on this podcast.
We certainly do. So I will continue to be doing Castle Super Beast, and I will continue to do Versus Wolves as well. You know, once a week and once a month are commitments that should be doable.
That's doable, Wolves.
I believe so. Yeah. So that's the deal. And in the meantime, it's the day-to-day main stuff over on Woolie Versus that we'll be taking a break from. There might be stuff that pops up every now and then, sparingly, depends, like, you know, I'm going to keep it loose, but for the most part, I just want to let folks know. And yeah, to that end, of course, like, you know, so when the schedule changes up and you're like, hey, where's the channel? What's happening for a couple months? I think it's important to let folks know about that part. If not for letting subscribers and people know that, you know, hey, this channel I'm gonna be taking a break for a bit, I wouldn't say shit.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't say nothing. You wouldn't.
Hey Woolie, I'm gonna send you a really funny screenshot because I was wondering. So here's the auto thumbnail of a sponsored Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons video that I did 20-ish months ago.
Yeah.
And that face of me just going is because I did that sponsored stream while Paige was in labor.
Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah,
So
that's the
what I'm
face.
hearing,
Yeah.
what I'm hearing is that you are not going to jet out of the hospital to run sponsored streams and podcasts
That is
while your wife is in labor.
not currently the plan. But yeah, no. So
In my defense, she told me to leave, and
okay.
she had the pregnancy, emotions. So I wasn't going to argue with her.
Fair enough. With that, as we're talking, I just hit the post button on
on the internet,
on our little internet, right? Exactly,
on that live internet.
So there you go. That's
so this is a
yeah.
What's that, Instagram?
That is Instagram, and I'll I guess that'll go elsewhere after once I get a second. But that's
I'm sure it's in a bunch of places now. Let me refresh a page. Yeah, there it is.
Sick. That's cool.
There it is.
Yeah, no. So that's the deal, and Punch Mom's doing good. We're chilling. We're out here, She's
doing great. When we saw her, oh my God, she looked radiant and all that good shit.
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy with all of that. And for anyone that's been like, when I've been talking about how busy I've been, I mean, there's a lot going on, but you don't even know the half of it. There's so much I'm taking care of in the background. So yeah, I've been extraordinarily busy with all of these things, juggling all of that. And then when I talk about life happening, life is happening,
Life
is literal
happening.
Life. So I hope some context,
capital L,
can enlighten. Yeah, obviously we're super happy with that. There's all kinds of there's stuff I'm doing to the place. I'm putting up barriers and getting ready to paint walls, and we're doing all kinds of stuff over here, but the plan is set, and we should be meeting her soon.
This is the best thing that could ever happen to the insufferability of this podcast, because now we've covered every base and every topic.
Yeah. Oh man, insufferable.
You're gonna be a girl dad.
Insufferable cast.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I can't wait. I cannot wait to talk to Punch Mom and for her to explain to me that you have turned into like a kept, because whatever your little girl says she's going to get, you're just like, yes, absolutely. Oh, as fast as you. Oh, no, I have to. I'm so sorry. I didn't get it for you faster.
I mean, we'll see how it goes. I'm like, hey, I might get some little
You're
bits.
Cooked.
We'll see.
You're cooked, Woolie.
I'm optimistic on how it turns out. I want to get some little mitts, do some little like work the bag a little bit, have some fun. Yeah, we could Punch Girl, absolutely.
So the really fun bit is when they're like 2 or 3 months old and you do that and they just look at you and they're like, I don't know. Just totally clueless. And you're like, yeah, it's cool.
Just doing a handstand, like spinning on one of the gloves, Yeah, no, I can't wait. Oh man, there's gonna be so much poop and so many noises and all of it, And
so you know what?
I've been getting ready. I've been mentally preparing. We've
had versions of this talk in the past couple of months. But I'll have a version of it right now. It's like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of poop. You're going to deal with 12 to 16 diapers a day for like a year. That's rough. But you're like, oh, this is pretty hard. And then you get into that nice rhythm where you're like, oh yeah, it's actually, yeah, I got this. And when you have that feeling, they're going to start to move. As soon as you're like, I got this, they're going to start to move. And then you're going to be like, oh, that first 6 months, a year, that was cake. Okay. That was the easiest ever.
No, I mean, like, the plan is to, we're gonna set up some lockdown stations, and like, we're gonna have little change places to make it all happen. I will prepare for projectile deflection. Whatever, however
I got piss in my mouth
Oh,
within
man.
20 minutes. Within 20 minutes of my boy leaving the mom, I had piss in my mouth. I undid the diaper. Bam. Bam.
Well, look, we'll see what the temperament ends up being, but right now she's kicking. She's moving, she's doing her thing. And yeah, I mean, not much really to report other than like, yo, it's happening, and yeah, I guess just in the background there's been just the again, the planning and the process and the thoughts of like how to set it all up, and all of that.
Let me ask you, because I've asked you this every time we've spoken about this. Have you felt change?
The change? No.
The change.
No, just the dread. Just the dread.
You will experience a transformation, and you won't notice until it's like completed, and you'll be like, "Wait, what? When did I? What? Huh? Okay, I'm just different now."
Yeah, no. There's a single giant empty thought. It's like the thought bubble. Like it's massive, and the text is very small, and it just says, "Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up."
Do you want? Oh,
that's
and guess what? Guess what? Guess what? It
Don't
doesn't leave. It doesn't leave. It's there. It's still there every day. Every interaction.
The only one.
Oh, I hope this isn't the interaction that causes them to complain to me, to the therapist, because I didn't give them their milk fast enough. No, wait, did I give them their milk too fast? Did I cave too soon?
And now there's video evidence of it. Hello from the future.
Hey. Yeah,
isn't this weird?
It's strange.
Oh boy.
Oh, they're not gonna give a shit.
No, hopefully not.
Oh, that's Dad's cringe podcast.
Hopefully. That's the goal. Yeah. That's the goal, is for it to be cringe and super garbage and get it away from me.
Oh my God.
Right now the idea, of course, is that like things should be, of course, when I do set up and stream and do stuff, like there might be some sounds,
That's possible.
The setup I have is such that like they will be hopefully distant. We have a couple of barriers between us and where the noises ought to be, but there might be some sounds regardless, and that's just going to be life. You know what I mean? Like there will be
I think
a decent chance that folks are going to hear stuff in the background from here on out.
Do you have you got the NVIDIA card, right?
I do have an NVIDIA card, yeah.
I think the noise canceling on that for your setup will probably work better than it used to at my old setup.
The problem is we pop off too hard. I can noise cancel, but I kill pop-offs if I do.
Yeah.
So the aggressiveness of that, which I've tested, also makes it so that when we get particularly excited at cool things, we just disappear, and it's like, yeah, it's a sacrifice,
Yeah, NVIDIA, so that Asna points out, but it happens to Paige. The NVIDIA broadcast just hates Paige. Like at normal speaking levels, it's just like, no, be quiet. Shh, you.
Yeah, and then again, like, so I'm at a certain volume, Reggie's at a certain volume. Guests we have, depending on whether they are quiet spoken, which is most, and or Jimmy Bones, which is there is a specific
tweak the knob a little bit.
Exactly, we got to tweak the knob, and and then that also causes problems with like, okay, well then at a certain point, like Reggie just disappears and and stuff. So it's tricky. But yeah. I think I much prefer the option, which is let's keep our ability to, be heard there, and you might hear a baby, and that's too bad.
What, a baby?
A baby,
a tiny human?
There is a human, and who knows what that temperament will be, like I said, but yeah,
I'm wishing the best for you on temperament, because temperament is a dice roll you have no control over. And like our guy had a temperament that was like not like Paige or I, in that he was an angel, like as a little tiny baby, just like super chill, slept through the night kind of thing. I wasn't fucking like that. Neither was Paige. I was a terror when I was a little baby.
I will have contingency plans for the like Tasmanian devil child, possibility. And for the most part as well, Punch Mom's also like we're ready for that. We got our placement for the whole nursery type setup thing going. So yeah. Oof. Man.
Does it feel good to finally get it off your chest?
Well, there it is, right? I wish I didn't have to say anything. I wish I could not say anything.
I know.
But I would feel
we live in the real world with reality and responsibilities
But it's not even a responsibility. It's just my own feeling of it's my own ethical, moral feeling of bad to be like, hey, the channels were disappearing by. I feel bad.
No reason.
Yeah.
No reason.
And people be like, am I still subbed? What's going on? Like, I feel bad about that.
Yeah, and I wish I didn't. Know what happened, right?
Because if I didn't feel bad about that, I wouldn't say shit.
Because then, what would happen is that you'd be like, okay, bye guys, and peace out for 6 weeks or whatever. And then what would happen is people would flood over to my shit. But what's going on? And I'd have to sit there and go, everything's fine. I also don't know.
Yes.
But everything's okay. Don't worry.
And then I'd sit
he's
here
going to Disney World.
And then once a week I'd be here like, hey, what's up anyway? On to the news. And it'd just be like, today's schedule, this week's schedule, there is no schedule. Bye. What the fuck? Oh man. Yes.
Is Woolie dying? Yeah, somebody in the chat was like, is Woolie on the verge of death? Is he trying to hide his chemo treatments?
I mean, technically, yes, right? Part of my soul essence has been put elsewhere. And
nah, man, love don't divide, it multiplies.
I didn't say love. I said my soul essence.
Oh, your soul?
Yes. And it's pretty cool too because this is my mom's first grandkid, right? So,
you won?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's good.
Hey,
that's like double firstborn.
Hey, it's cool. She's excited, and they might even be watching this, so we don't have to, it doesn't matter. Listen,
like my mom, I had my mom's first grandkid, but not my dad's.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's the first on both sides of on Punch Mom's side and on our side. So it's
that kid better get ready to get fucking spoiled.
Super spoiled. All the attention. Yeah.
Paige reached out. She says, our boy is the first grandkid on her mom's side.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you're first on every side. Oh, yeah.
Big spoiled energy.
Spoil that kid rotten.
For sure. And I mean, like, I can't and I won't show it, but like I told you and I've already showed telling my mom about that. Was just
good
it
stuff.
Is a gif because it is her, because she was out of the country at the time, and telling her about it, it was just the shot of the 1 second delay, it sinks in, and then just camera shake as she runs.
Just Kermit the Frog.
She Kermit the Frogs in circles for like 10 minutes throughout the entire house. Just in Grenada, running laps.
Oh, that's good stuff.
It was super funny. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It's now.
So it's the strangest thing because it's like, so it's actually just a single data point. It just happens to be the single most important thing going on in my life for the foreseeable decades plus.
No big deal.
No big.
Yeah,
it's so weird because it is no big deal. It's like actually the least biggest, most common deal there is, other than the fact that everything is different now.
And I'm preemptively like warning, friends and folks that are just like, hey, so guess what? I'm about to be one of those people that's like, hey, everything out of my mouth is baby now. So yeah, I know, I get it, and
it's only gonna absorb.
And for the most part, everyone's like
70% of your waking thoughts.
Yeah, and for the most part, everyone's like super excited and just like all in and just like way like lots of love and a good surrounding energy for that. There's definitely some friends where you could kind of read they're like, okay, well, you know,
Huh.
sure, that's not their thing. You know, some folks.
I'm not only not in the place for that in my life, I'm not in the place for that to understand it being in your life either.
It's just there's some friends where you're just kind of like, hey, so you kind of just kind of like, there's no follow up questions. You let them know what's going on, and just kind of like,
yeah.
and you're like, oh shit, oh wow, that's cool, okay, yeah, okay, so
Wow,
anyway,
that's crazy.
You know, have you seen Sinners? You know, like, yeah.
No,
like,
I've been busy.
yeah, okay, all right, you know, okay, cool. All right, got it, loud and clear, yeah. But yeah, no, it's not Unk energy over here anymore. You know, it's girl dad. So
it's girl dad energy.
Which is a completely different thing from what you got going on. So
absolutely.
We're gonna compare notes. We'll see how this goes.
You want to be like, I would absolutely be completely different. Sorry, completely exactly the same, no matter what my kids are like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to look in the mirror and be like, who are you? Are you lying to yourself now?
I mean,
you a liar?
I mean, I am super thrilled. I think it's super awesome that that's how it's going. And it is kind of funny too, because there's definitely, like, you know, there's some family that's much more they're kind of traditional about things. So yeah. So like there's when it was time to kind of guess how it was gonna go and things like that, you know. So there was a lot of guesses that it was gonna be like that firstborn son, you know, that kind of Godfather, may your first child be a masculine child, you know, all of that. And it's just like, well, what if it's not? Is that okay? You know, let's see how this goes.
This is one of those things where Paige and I remember talking to her about this ages ago, like way before any of this.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about like, it'll be a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like we both put our feet down and was like, oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a girl, because it's your fate to be girl dad.
I felt it a long time ago. I feel like in the moments where I've had like dreams about this kind of thing, that's been there. That's been a part of it for sure. I don't know. Yeah, you can, you know, like you can go back. I've had conversations, you know, with Punch Mom and stuff from a while ago, but like, yeah, I kind of just was like, this is probably how it's going, and sure enough, it did. You can't escape from crossing fate. So yeah, we'll see, you know. And it's also fun to get the little lasagna scans, as we've been calling them, you know, because you get the classic different views from the side, the stuff you're used to seeing, the head turn, and then the Sans Undertale eye, you know, crazy one. And then they can do the 3D ones, and then the 3D ones, they kind of start to look like a thing, but they also just attach into a sheet of like orangish fleshy goop, and you're just like, oh, it's a lasagna.
The 3D ultrasounds we got were god awful. They were nightmare shit. They were terrible.
Yeah,
it's because the guy he wanted to stretch out in the spot that's the worst for the 3D ultrasound.
Okay.
His head was at the back, or I forget what it was, but he was like, "Nah, I don't wanna." Come on, man.
I mean, I saw some cool services that come like in the later weeks, you know, like after 30. I've seen like you can get some pretty detailed looking ones. So, you know, gonna see if that's a possibility.
If conditions are right.
Right. Yes. It depends on a lot of the details, which I'm intimately familiar with.
Where are they
now.
at in relation to the placenta?
How big is exactly, and the space, and the how high up? Oh, there's a million little things to it. But yeah, we're gonna give it a shot and see how that looks, you know. But
it's really fun, dude. Yeah, because like you've probably learned more stuff in the past 6 months than you had in the multiple years prior.
It's crazy. You have no idea. It's so thick and dead. Like my brain is doing it is mega minding. It is just pulsing.
Oh
with
man,
all this
it's
knowledge.
So nuts.
Yeah, and like about 40% of it is just like poop. You know? And no, there's a million little details, of course, with the actual process when the actual day comes and all that stuff we're gonna be figuring out. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, anyway, it's I'm not sure exactly what the date will be for like the return, so to speak, of the regular schedule.
Yeah.
However, the reason why I was racing to get through Cyberpunk and now to start and get to the Act 1 point of Expedition 33 and not necessarily announce a commitment beyond, I hope is also more reasonable and understandable. Yeah.
I have a schedule-based question that I think is the most interesting thing that could have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Do you plan, after your break comes back, to play Death Stranding?
I would like to.
Are you going to look at and or play Death Stranding before you come back, or is that after in the future?
I guess it depends on how torturous it would be for you to discuss and or not discuss it over here.
Oh no, don't worry about that. I'm just like, Death Stranding, aka the strap the baby to your chest video game, has an extremely different emotional context pre and post baby.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm watching fucking Donkey Kong Bonanza trailers and I'm seeing Donkey Kong rolling around with little Pauline on his shoulder and I'm like, that's me. Everything is that now, you know? 100%. Yes, Death Stranding for sure. But I'm kind of just like, no, it's gonna be all versions of that. I'm probably gonna take a look.
We had the same thing today, but instead it was banana and monkey, and it was like, because you have that moment like, you know what? There's no guarantee the kid will like video games. They may think that's cringe dad behavior. No one cares, right?
Yeah. No. Listen, like, you know, there's a lot of talk about, like, you know, again, what you engage, like when your kids are obviously watching you engage with stuff and you're locked in with them at the same time. That's good for them no matter what the activity is, you know, and we happen to be passionate about this
even if it's throwing rocks straight up in the air,
even if it is, right? And you know, like kiting is not something I'm out there doing every single day, and nor is boxing, you know, per se. So there are some things that I have you know, passion for that I feel like, yeah, showing and sharing that gaming kind of part of your life in a way that is not, as we discussed, overstimulating is going to be particularly fun. I'm excited for that.
Hey, you know what? Go ahead and delete Hades and Vampire Survivors off of non-portable device.
I'm curating the list.
It's
listen. I'm like, Balatro will work if the combo gets really high.
No, just play Balatro on your phone. Play Balatro on your phone.
Yeah. No, I think that can work. But also, fortunately, the past has a lot to work with too, you know? And there's that moment. I remember that time where I was like, oh, like, do you do that thing where you go, hey, you start out at an older generation and move up? It's like, no. You don't need to do that. However,
Age and I have been having this discussion for 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, because old shit's low stim.
Yeah.
Right? Like the one page always goes to is FF4. FF4 is simple and the language is simple and just not fucking flashing explosions and
the
shit.
Discussion for that has always been like, oh, so that they learn the history of whatever.
No. It's about
it's just low stim. That's it. You know, it's a much more like a kid can watch that without having their brain melted.
No, I was like 10 years old. My dad's like, hey, let's watch the Maltese Falcon. It's old. It's good. And I'm like, okay.
100%.
But I was like 10, 100%. Right? So I can, it's old, blah, blah, blah. One of the things that we talked about is like, say there's something more modern, but one of the things you can do, because we want the kid to have, like, if they're playing a video game, they have to learn to be a skill at some point. Mm-hmm. And that skill can be reading, because reading's good. Mm-hmm. Turn the voice acting off.
Yep.
Just go to the voice, turn it all the way down. If you're going to understand what's going on, it's because you're going to have to read it with your eyes.
Yep. I've heard lots of little tips about things like that, you know, with parents using games in certain ways, and that's certainly one of them, right? Okay, you can play RPGs, you can play whatever you want here, but you gotta read what you're playing, you know. Little things like that sound like a fun idea, but we'll get there. We'll figure that out one step at a time.
Yeah, no, you're going to enter into the part where you're like, I'm going to watch TV because this thing's asleep and it's a potato. And this is just, you're going to learn how many things you can do in your life with one hand. And guess what? It's actually it's a crazy amount of things that you don't need both your arms for.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely getting ready. And also, I see these cool little strap belt things where there's like a little surface shelf next to you as well that can work.
Yeah, I had one of those.
But no.
And then you get to throw that away or put it away and replace it with my favorite, which just is the potato sack over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Which is just like, no, we're going.
Exactly.
We're going.
Yeah.
100%. No, you can't have it. No.
But like, again, all of these things in due time, for in the meantime, for now, the next step is to just catch the football, like, let's just make sure we secure that, lock it in. And, I think as well too, like I just, again, all things considered, Punch Mom's killing it, right? She's crushing it. It's kind of sick. So, more, I suppose, as it comes. But in the meantime, everyone, big things.
Hey,
big things.
I don't know if I'm the person you want to hear this from, but I'm going to say it regardless. There was probably going to be a moment real early, like really, 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 really early, when Punch Mom's like taking a shower or something, and you're like by yourself with the kid, and the fucking terror just starts to increase, and you're looking at this perfect human, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know. I'm an idiot. Shit. If you want, call me, call somebody else. That feeling will happen. It's gonna be so intense.
The 1,000-yard stare phone call. Yeah.
Just like, I don't know. It's because like when me and Paige left the hospital, I had this overwhelming feeling of like, well, who's gonna take care? Oh, it's me. It's me. I'm dad. I'm gonna do it.
You are. It is. You.
I don't think I'm wearing. I'm wearing matching socks and shoes today because Paige told me what socks and shoes to wear.
Yeah. No, I think the thing, like, she's probably gonna hear for a while just like me just staring, going, what the fuck, dude? Like, this
is crazy.
What the fuck? Like, that's gonna be the first thing she's heard for a minute. So
it's time to lean forward and lock in for at least 15 more years.
And then I don't know, you could go figure it out. Minimum 15.
Well, they're a person by that point, right? But
then you can hit the old dusty trail and start your own adventure. No, we are locked. We are locked, as locked can be. So yeah, that's been.
I'm so happy for you guys. This is going to be so great. There's also going to be those other parts, but it's going to be mostly great.
Yeah. No, I look forward to all the new twists and turns that the times will bring as parenting becomes a different beast altogether. And
oh man,
and as well, like, my mom's like knowledge that what she brings and what my step folks bring and all of that kind of just swelling and swirling into this French, Acadian, West Indian, Jamaican, Grenadian, French, Canadian, whatever. This
what you're gonna
get of things.
You're gonna get something really awesome, and I don't know if it's universal, but it definitely happened to me. Which is like you have a baby, you're a parent, you're part of the club, your mom or dad will start telling you the real versions of events that happened. Not the story that they would tell the kids.
Truth. Yes,
they're like, okay, no, here's what actually happened, and you're like, oh, what? What the fuck?
S-Link.
How much whiskey did I get as a baby?
S-Link 11, right? Absolutely. The final one that couldn't happen until years later.
Well, you had colic, so what? That's not what I want to hear, Ma.
There are no guarantees in this world, but there is one that I can lock in right here and now. Her hair is gonna be so fucking cool. You have no idea. It's gonna be the coolest. Oh man. Yeah, big, giant.
That's
like,
crazy because like you
Riley
that could be
Boondocks, just or Hugh, like
well,
just that
that's
big.
not for sure, is it?
I mean, we'll see, but
Like
big
they
open.
could take after mom's hair.
It could, but there's a nice gamut. There's different hair numbers that you can associate with the curl intensity, but whatever it is, it's gonna be like just big wild. I love like wild kid fro. You know, I think that looks so fun, and
what you
I
need
can't
to
wait.
do is stop saying this out loud
Mhm.
because by putting this into the air, you are inciting hair rebellion in the ether of your future child.
Well, I mean, you know,
they'll know the
yeah.
hair that you want them to have and be like, nah, I want the opposite hair.
Well, there's you know, they go through it. I'm sure there'll be a lot of styles and switch ups, and we'll you know, it'll be all around the place. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Because like we were shocked. My kid ended up with stick straight hair, and I have like the curliest hair I've anyone in my entire family. Like, no, you got Paige's hair. Crazy. I thought curly hair just beat straight hair on genetics. Like it was just a 1-to-1, but I guess not.
It's not 100%. There's a lot that's still up to dice roll, you know. But in the meantime, you know, like it's pretty cool because like Punch Mom has been like, you know, like helping me with like twists and stuff like that, just like tightening up from time to time, and she's kind of been learning more about essentially like working with.
Yeah, you gotta know, right?
Working with black hair is a thing, you know, like it's different. It's not the same, and so she's like learning about that, and you know, it's like that's fun to kind of you know have these new experiences that otherwise you just wouldn't think about, you know. Yeah. Can't wait till she's old enough and we can just torment Punch Mom with just like, so you gonna say it? There's two of us now. You gonna say it? It's gonna be fun. Good times. The house is gonna be a fun time, y'all.
You got to be careful, Wolves.
You got to be careful.
Because listen, you and your girl can obviously make fun of mom based on one division, but at the end of the day, you're outnumbered in your own house.
Oh, I'm super outnumbered for sure. Yeah. Oh no, make no mistake. I got to take the dubs where I can get them. I realize what's going on.
They're gonna get you, buddy.
All right. So this seems crazy to say, but let's see what else is going on.